Hello, dear friend. Welcome to Carrie's Cozy Corner, a safe place where you can leave behind all the worries of the day, allow your thoughts to settle, your body to relax, and your heart to open. I hope you will think of me as a friend you haven't met yet, but one who nonetheless earnestly wishes to help you toward peaceful sleep. You are not alone. I am here to help you shed your worries, set aside your daily stressors, and find your way through all of life's chaos and noise to a quiet state of deep, restorative sleep. Right now, there's nothing you need to do and no place you need to be except here with me. Let's take a moment together now to breathe. Inhale slowly, deeply, and hold. Now, exhale slowly, softly, and hold. Again, breathe in. Let the calm fill your body. And breathe out, letting every bit of tension melt away. One more time. In and out. Tonight, I'll take you on a gentle journey, beginning in the quiet comfort of home on a cool, rainy night. Your driver will collect you for the train station, where a beautifully restored steam train, circa 1880, will whisk you away to the land of dreams. You'll experience the sumptuous elegance of a locomotive train with a rich history heralding back to the golden age of travel, to a time of exquisite artisan furnishings and decor, the finest gourmet cuisine prepared by world-class chefs, and white glove service like no other, brought to you by attentive stewards standing by to fulfill your every need. Right now, there's nothing needed of you, nothing to tick off a to-do list, nothing but to just be in this moment, in stillness and quietude. Let the sound of my voice guide you, and let this journey carry you into a night of tranquility, safety, and golden dreams. Now, let's begin. Tonight, as you're ready for your journey, you take a moment to breathe in deeply. Darkness has settled over the city. Like a soft blanket, it enshrouds the remains of the day. You feel a sense of quiet bliss. Serenity washes over you. You imagine that it surrounds you like a cool, pillowy cloud. You've turned the lights down low. A stained glass Tiffany lamp languidly pools scarlet light across gleaming hardwood floors. The house is warm. It wraps you in its cozy embrace and soothes you with its sleepy ambiance. Outside, the evening air is fresh and crisp. A satisfied smile gently tugs at the corners of your mouth. Everything you needed to do today is done. You turn to close your suitcase. You've just got the one. It's light, simple, elegant. The clasp softly latches closed with an affirming click. Your movements are careful, deliberate. Tonight, there's no rush. No harried sense of urgency. Every action flows easily and gently into the next. Outside, a black cab, familiar and iconic, waits, steadfast, under the drowsy glow of a street lamp. You step out. The evening is calm. The road is empty. Rain falls gently. It whispers hypnotic secrets. Dainty droplets alight on your eyelashes. Cobbled streets glisten beneath delicate showers. Your driver smiles. He says nothing, as if in deference to the tranquil silence. His eyes are kind. His smile is easy. He opens the door and takes your suitcase for stowing. You stoop to slide inside, greeted by a cacophony of rich fragrances, a blend of plush leather with undertones of bergamot and vanilla. You breathe in deeply and detect traces of pipe tobacco, faint yet pungently sweet. You recall faded memories of your grandfather, and a warm upsurge of nostalgia settles over you. The scents linger like sentimental ghosts, mementos left behind of passengers who have come before. As the car makes its way through quiet village streets, you gaze out the window. Streetlights blur like golden tails of shooting stars. Rain descends in translucent sheets. Pavement gleams wetly. Raindrops bead against the car window like polished jewels before joining to quietly weep in tiny rivulets. Your thoughts begin to slow. You close your eyes and focus on the quiet rhythm of your breath. Tonight, you are present. You exist only in this moment, here and now. Tonight, you travel in stillness. The car arrives at the railway station. It is almost empty. Dense fog lingers over the platform, as thick as a wool blanket, only pierced intermittently by swaths of golden light emitted by a row of tall, stately gas lamps. Like staunch sentinels, they stand erect, ever encircled by gilded orbs of warm radiance. You find their presence comforting. Their faithful vigil illuminates the platform. You wait in silence. There are only a few other travelers. They huddle together, wrapped in thick scarves. A small group, their quiet murmurs drift toward you. Their words are indiscernible, muffled by the rhythmic lulling sound of rain. You step out under a wide-arched canopy. Beyond the tracks, a silent wood sprawls in darkness. A black throng of trees with swaying limbs and shivering shadows. Together, they move in lilting cadence with a damp breeze. Raindrops batter against the metal roof, and you imagine a family of mischievous forest elves pitter-pattering above you with small slippered feet. You pull your coat tighter, relishing in its downy softness. Gripping your suitcase, you walk slowly across the platform. You stand near a rustic iron bench, occupied by an older gentleman, smartly dressed and looking dapper, in a tweed flat cap and a long double-breasted wool coat. He clutches a paper cup from which steam rises in gauzy tendrils. They curl upward, fluid and graceful, and then they are gone. You close your eyes for a moment. Your lids feel heavy against your eyes. You take in the ambient sounds, the soft rustle of a newspaper, the distant drone of a station announcement. All of it blends into a kind of harmony. You wait in stillness. Then, a sound in the distance. A low, steady hum. There is substance to the sound, It fills your senses. It grows and looms, closer and closer. A resonant rumble of wheels on tracks. The platform shivers with expectancy. And then, the train comes into view. A long stretch of deep navy and majestic gold. It grumbles to a stop. Its wheels hiss, then settle. It is a grand sight, magnificent and patrician. The train exhales steam into the cool night air. Like living breath, it snakes upward toward the night sky. A symphony of mechanical sounds accompanies the idling train. Ambient timbers meld together in a low, sonorous hum. Warm amber light spills from its windows and suffuses the misty darkness. A spruce-looking porter in a navy blue uniform opens a beautifully lacquered wooden door and tips his hat to greet you. He beckons you to board. His eyes are merry and his demeanor is friendly and open. You approach the train, suitcase in hand. A pillow of warm air wafts from the cabin and welcomes you as you step aboard. The door closes gently behind you. The rain softens now, and for a moment, the world outside fades. Your journey has begun. Inside is warmth and wood and quiet elegance. Meticulously polished surfaces gleam like precious treasures. Your gaze flits over sumptuous velvet seats, sturdy, shining brass fixtures, and thick carpets that hush your footfalls as your shoes sink into their softness. With perfect punctuality, a steward appears. Tall, dignified, with a soothing voice.
Welcome aboard. Your suite is prepared.
He leads you down a narrow corridor, softly illuminated by a neat row of small lamps. They are shaded by ruby stained glass flower petals, which lazily trickle melted puddles of golden light. The corridor is just bright enough to show you the way. He opens your door with an exquisite silver skeleton key and takes a conservative step back.
Dinner is served at your leisure, and sleep is always welcome here.
His voice resonates deeply, smooth and soft as velvet. You nod. He turns and ambles down the corridor, his footfalls quieted by plush, crimson carpet. Entering your suite, you are delighted by its cozy elegance. Every surface glows. Polished mahogany shines smartly, golden trim gleams in the low light, and silk curtains as soft as a warm butter flaunt a subtle sheen. You glance around the intimate space. Your eye alights on a small writing desk, a silver lamp haloed by citrine light, a fine crystal bowl of sugared almonds. You set your suitcase down and sit on the edge of the bed. It is covered by a luxurious duvet of satin brocade. You gently press the palms of your hands against it and revel in the supple give of goose down. The window is framed by lavish Victorian drapes. Thick folds of rich damask silk frame the window. They draw your eye to the darkened platform beyond. You lean your head back and breathe. You feel safe, as if the night itself shelters you within its sleepy embrace. You make your way to the lounge car for the start of your journey. You release a slow breath, overcome by its warm elegance. Button-tufted velvet seats, the deep, rich color of Merlot, complement French polished cherry wood furnishings. Ornately inlaid wood paneling gleams with a dark luster, and you lean close to study its beautifully detailed marquetry. You slide into a booth, relishing the soft caress of supple velvet, and sink against a satin cushion of dense goose down. The car is bathed in amber-hued light, diffused by silk-pleated lampshades, inspiring a sense of romance. You turn to peer out the window, and your gaze drifts beyond the cool glass, mottled by glistening beads of condensation. The train begins to move. It embarks smoothly. There's no jarring heave as one might expect, but rather the train rolls forward almost seamlessly. You take in the music of the train. It hums a repeating crescendo, alternately surging and softening. Its song is soulful. It croons a low baritone vibrato, accompanied by a choir of mechanical fermatas. The countryside rolls past. Although enshadowed by the night, moonlight sheds silvery whispers of wan light over sleeping hills and valleys. The rain has slowed. The world passes by, cloaked in a fine, milky mist. Occasionally, the whistle sounds, low and far away. You watch as a night rushes past. A small group of thickly fleeced sheep nestle sleepily near a fence. A quick red fox darts across a field. A weathered barn looks lonely, lit from within. Tiny specks of aureate light punctuate its obscurity. And in every passing scene, there is peace. You lean back and breathe deeply. The motion of the train, the steady lullaby of wheels on tracks, everything invites peace. As the train carries you forward, you feel as if it has borne far more than the weight of your body alone, but also that of all the worries of the day. You feel an incredible sense of lightness, as if you could float away, buoyant as a cotton cloud on a sunny day. You open your eyes. Blinking in the low light, you realize you had briefly slipped just beneath the seductive surface of sleep. You yawn unguardedly and stretch your arms above your head, wiggling your fingers. You're wrapped in a cashmere blanket of dark indigo. It's so very soft and so very warm. You shift your gaze to the window. Hills roll like dark waves beneath the moonlight. Here and there, faint silhouettes of cottages pass quietly by. Candles flicker in windows, and you imagine them to be tiny fairies with luminous, fluttering wings. Black smoke unfurls from chimneys, and you think of the warming fires within, their dancing flames, fluid and languid, bringing warmth to the families who gather round. A horse stands under the sheltering cover of a great tree, draped in a thick blanket. Its stillness belies a state of wakefulness, but rather you suspect it sleeps soundly. It rests in a lush field, now draped in a dense, low-lying mist that, come the dawn, will surely transform into a galaxy of glistening dewdrops. Your thoughts are suspended by an announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you wish to make your way to the bar car, our very talented pianist is now performing for your entertainment. Please make your way towards the front exit if you wish to join the bar car for beverages and a live piano performance. Thank you.
How wonderful! You rise slowly, gently setting aside the blanket. You stretch your legs, tightening and relaxing taut muscles, and begin to slowly make your way to the bar car. A beverage would suit you just fine. You steady yourself as you go. The train gently sways from side to side. You wonder what to drink and contemplate a variety of options. Should you have a sweet fruit-inspired aperitif or a warming dram of whiskey? Perhaps a hot drink would better suit this cool, damp night. A steaming pot of tart mulled wine comes to mind, a mug of fragrant spiced cider, or hot chocolate as thick as ganache with marshmallows bobbing on top. A smartly clad attendant opens the door of the bar car. Smiling broadly, he waves his hand, beckoning you to enter. Playful piano notes chase each other to greet you as you step through the door. The melody, as soft and light as hibiscus petals, frolics from the parlor grand. It's a beautiful piano, a deep sable color, polished to a high gloss. The pianist sits tall with wide, squared shoulders. His hands flit deftly across ivory keys. Long, elegant fingers elicit sinuous song with each nimble stroke. He plays effortlessly, exuding an easy confidence. You look around, mesmerized by what you see. All about you is quiet grace at its finest. Reminiscent of the golden age of travel, the car is impeccably appointed, sophisticated yet comfortable, glamorous yet intimate. You sit and sink into softness. Your body rocks gently with the movement of the train. It cradles you, wooing you toward a state of repose.
Good evening. Might I get you something to drink?
You nod and thank the server for her kind attention. Soon she returns with your favorite hot drink. You grip the mug made of delicate bone china. You bring it close to your face. Honey-scented steam caresses you with its balmy touch. You sip your drink and lean back. Spiced liquid fills your mouth and warms you to your very bones. You surrender to the moment. The chorus of train sounds thrums like a great beating heart. It's almost metronomic beneath meandering jazz notes. You lightly tap your foot. Every vibration of the train, every gentle sway is a reminder that you're safe. You rest your gaze on nothing in particular. You think of nothing in particular. Perhaps a wisp of a memory flickers by, someone you miss, or a blithe musing about the stars, but nothing lingers too long. Every thought that rises passes, and in its place, breath, space, stillness. This is your moment to simply be.
Attention passengers, dinner service has now commenced. If you wish to attend dinner service, please make your way to the dining car. Thank you.
You enter the dining car and pause. The air is corpulent with the most alluring bouquet of culinary fragrances. Savory, sweet, spiced, and earthy all at once. You breathe in the rich layered aromata, fresh baked bread, slow braised beef, a robust range of far too many olfactory delights to name. You glance around. Dimmed lights imbue the space with warmth. Candles flicker invitingly. Their flames shimmy from side to side, as if compelled by a lively tune. Collectively they sway, their flames like flaxen petals. The tables are set with crisp white linens, spotless and bright. Carefully polished antique silver proudly flourishes its lovely patina. Delicate crystal glasses refract light, dispatching silvered, lucent reflections to dance across haphazard surfaces.
Right this way.
A waiter in pristine white gloves nods and shows you to your table by the window. Intermittent raindrops patter against the glass. In the darkness beyond, black shapes of jagged trees rush past. A smattering of stars can be glimpsed through drifting, smoke-hued clouds. A hot bowl of hearty soup is promptly set before you. Vapor rises from it, perfuming the air with the most fragrant blend of herbs and spices. With it, a slice of fresh bread, soft and springy on the inside, crisp on the outside. You carefully smooth a generous layer of velvety butter across it, admiring its creamy luster. You eat ever so slowly, not because you aren't hungry, but because the warmth of the moment is enough to fill you. The other guests converse in soft voices, careful not to break the spell of quietude that has settled over the train and its passengers. A couple locks eyes, sharing a smile that silently conveys a tender message of love and longing. A man writes in a small leather-bound notebook. His mouth curves into a faint smile. You imagine he is writing to preserve a happy memory, as if etching the words across his heart. You turn toward the window. In the pale light cast by a sleepy moon, you watch as a train curves along a riverbank. You can just make out the faint shimmer of rippling currents. The windows begin to fog at the corners. You watch as your warm breath escapes in a long, deep exhale. It manifests as a pale mist that glides over the cool glass, lissom and spectral. Your lids begin to feel heavy, and you allow them to close just for the measure of a few heartbeats. You return to your suite. The cozy space is swathed in vermilion light, the color of a setting sun, just as it slips beneath the horizon at day's end. A bedside lamp, having patiently awaited your return, casts a soft oval of luminance across your bed. An interplay of light and shadow ballets across the satin brocade of your bed cover. On your pillow, a folded note. Handwritten in beautifully crafted Spencerian cursive with meticulously rounded loops and flourishes, it reads,
Sleep well, traveller. May your dreams tonight be gentle and golden.
You smile and fold it again, noting the heavy grain of the linen-textured paper, stark white and of the finest quality. No detail is overlooked. You tuck it beneath your pillow, imagining the well wishes will pen themselves across the pages of your dreams.
Tea service?
The steward carefully sets a perfectly arranged tray on the small writing desk near your bed. The sterling silver tea set is beautifully ornate in its Victorian design, embellished with the loveliest repoussé, buffed and polished to a lustrous shine. The scent of chamomile dallies in the air, sweet, floral, and with undertones of apple. You cradle the cup in your hands, warming your palms. Your fingertips tingle pleasantly as they absorb heat. You take a sip, delighting in its subtle, earthy flavor, lightly sweetened with thick amber honey and balanced by hints of tart lemon zest. As you drink, warmth spreads through your body. You feel as if it warms you all the way to your toes. A childhood memory comes to mind of a bedtime story read by your mother. You remember her loving touch, sweeping your hair back from your eyes, the familiar lilt of her voice, musical and expressive. A story about a steam train from days of old, a mystery that enthralled you, utterly captivated your imagination, and lulled you irresistibly to sleep. Isn't it funny how printed words in a storybook seem to spring to life so many years later? You feel as if you have stepped into the pages of that book from so long ago, and it feels like home. You change into soft sleepwear. Brushed cotton twill feels creamy against your skin. The bed has been thoughtfully turned down. You slide beneath the blankets and release a low sigh. Egyptian cotton, as delicate and silky as sea foam, yields softly to the lines of your body. The bed buoys you like a cottony cloud. You reach over to draw back the curtain. Outside, stars. So very many stars. You think of galaxies beyond galaxies and wonder at the mysteries of the Milky Way. You ease back slowly and rest your head against the plump, dense pillow. You feel as if you are sinking down, down, down into the softest clouds of heaven itself. Your lids are heavy and your eyes are open just enough to see the night drift by. Mountains rise like gentle giants in the distance, their peaks peppered by silver moonlight kisses. You hear the soft call of an owl, ghostly and beautiful. A whisper of wind caresses the glass. Soon, even that begins to fade. Your lids close like heavy velvet curtains, and now only quiet darkness. The train rocks you like a cradle, gently swaying, affectionately carrying you towards sleep. Its wheels sing a lullaby only dreams understand. Your breath slows, shallows, your body stills, your thoughts silence. Sleep is here, and the journey continues in your dreams. Good night, dear traveler. Sleep well.